What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Miguel. You're watching Miguel EDC, the channel where we talk everything EDC gear here. Today I have another quick little unboxing video here for you to check out. Got this knife here from Knife Standards. I believe this one's coming to me via the Lefty EDC knife pass around, so check out Lefty EDC's channel if you haven't already. Super grateful for the opportunity, and of course check out Knife Standards channel as well if you haven't already done so. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the knife or knives in here are Kizer knives. So doing the honors today, we have the Kizer Hyper, another Kizer knife that I'm currently not Hype but Hyper. Right, this one is a Hyper one. This one I'm currently carrying right now as we speak. At an unboxing, I'm getting ready to do a review video on this one here very soon. So by the way, this knife and every other knife in this video will be linked down below in the descriptions. It does help out the channel when you use those links. If you end up purchasing a knife through the links, it does help out the channel at absolutely no extra cost to you, but of course entirely up to you as well, right? That being said, let's go ahead and get into this thing here, shall we? Right, let's do a quick montage of a few seconds of me unboxing this thing. Here we go. All right, it looks like we are finally in, ladies and gentlemen, so the moment of truth. Boom, there's one Kizer knife, and boom, here's the other Kizer knife. Check that out, right? So we were right on the money right there. We have two of them, so we're gonna go here eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Now, my understanding, these are both new Kizer knives that came out later part of last year. So these are recent knives that you probably haven't checked out before. So you're in for a real treat. We have first we have the Kizer Cryptid. This is a Christian Nia design, and this one is in 154 cm blade, micarta button lock. Okay, 2.94 inches on the blade. And then the other one that we have here is the Kizer Task. This one is a Nick Consoli design. The blade is 154 cm. Both of them are on 154 cm, as a matter of fact. This one also has micarta, and this one is a clutch lock, which is Kizer's version of the crossbar lock. So let's check out the next Kizer here. This one is the Task, Kizer Task. Let's take a look here. Let's go ahead and get it open. If you guys are ready, I'm ready. Here we go. All right, slide that thing open right there. We've got some stickers here from my pals from other channels. We got Knife Standard right there, right? Check out his channel if you haven't already. He makes awesome knife content just like the one you see on this channel, so I'm sure you'll enjoy his content as well. Here is the warranty information, product information, and a wiping cloth, which is nice and branded right there. Okay, let me go ahead and show you guys what's in here. Whoops, if I open it the right way instead of upside down. Take a look there, right? If you want to pause the video, read through that, you're more than welcome to. And let's just go ahead and get this out of the way now so we can focus on the knife. We got a few more goodies here. Let me just go ahead and get the knife out here. Of course, we have the Kizer Friday Club koala going on there with the cyborg eye. Check that out. Pretty neat. We got some clown candy right here, aka silica gel, and we have some stainless steel additional hardware, which is appreciated. So shout out to Kizer for that. Cool stuff, right? We're good to go. If you guys are ready, I'm ready. Let's take a look at this thing. Boom, here it is, guys. The Kizer Task, the Kizer Task. So first impressions, of course, this one is a crossbar lock, or let me get it right, the clutch lock. That is what Kizer calls their version of the bar lock, right? Crossbar lock. And very similar in a lot of ways to obviously the Cryptid, which we just looked at, by the way. The micarta right there, it's pretty much the same. We have exposed liners all throughout. Pocket clip is the same. Deep pocket carry, countersunk screws, reversible on the other side. So far so good, right? Let's see. Nice is blade is nice and aligned in the middle there. All right, and we got thumb deployment, reverse flick, and of course the crossbar lock itself. As of recently, I've been getting a lot into crossbar locks, and I really dig them quite a lot more than I used to. So let's just go ahead and get this guy open here and see what we're working with blade wise. Here we go. Bam, check that out. All right. Look at this thing, 154 cm on the steel. This one, once again, is a Nick Consoli design. Okay, and I think we have his logo right there. And we have the Kizer logo on the other side, right? Nice and close to the handle. We have a sheep's foot, I want to say. It looks like a sheep's foot blade going on here. We have a little bit of a opening right there, pill shape, you know, narrow opening. Also got some thumb studs on either side. And a nice little switch here towards the front. Satin finish. flat grind going on here. Looks really, really good. And if this thing is, I mean, there's no doubt in my mind it's going to be a performer, just like that Cryptid that we looked at in the last video. But man, oh man, this thing is already looking really good. Let's check ergonomics. All right, first things first, I'm noticing the handle and overall size of this knife is a little bit bigger than the Cryptid. We're going to do some size comparisons here in just a second. Got the same forward choke, finger choil option on this one, which is nice. No jimping on the blade on this one, which is an interesting choice, I guess. Maybe the designer chose not to do it, whereas they actually did it on the Cryptid. But yeah, this forward choke option here feels good. Again, I have average hands, not the biggest, not the smallest of hands, and it definitely feels right at home right here. Yeah, back to the hammer grip, feels good. That pocket clip is comfortable, nice and rounded right here towards the back. Straight line, nice little, you know, curvature to it with a shallow or low bill. Probably goes in and out of the pocket pretty good. And got some tension to it, which is perfect. And let's check out the action going back in. Oh yes. All right, that is smooth. All right, let's do some acoustics here. I gotta tell you, it's my first time testing out Kizer's clutch lock. And the idea here, without obviously taking the knife apart during just an unboxing and first impressions video, which is what this is the fact that with a clutch lock, I believe you can move the omega springs right forward or back to create more or less tension, which is pretty neat that they do it that way. All right, check out the drop action right here. Boom, that tells you those ball bearings are very, very nice. All right, let's try the thumb deployment. Boom. In this case, of course, the crossbar works as your detent, but you can build just enough pressure off of the thumb stud to fire it open. All right, let's try the reverse flick. Yes, sure can. I gotta make sure my index finger is not touching the clutch lock. And all right, in this case, it actually, let's see, how can I do it so that it doesn't get in the way? Boom, there it is. That is your reverse flick right there. It drops so fast that it just bounced off the stop pin right there. In this case, the crossbar is the stop pin. It also holds the blade in place when closed, right, which is nice. Honestly, I mean, very elegant fit and finish right here. Loving the micarta. It's a little bit on the lighter side compared to maybe like a lighter, darker micarta, like on the Vosteed Raccoon here. So let's do some size comparisons here to give you a ballpark. Again, we just looked at the Cryptid, right? So check it out. The Cryptid is just a tad bit smaller. The Task, it's maybe a hair bigger. We're talking about, you know, 1/4 of an inch, right? Sometimes you feel that difference in your hands, right? If you guys can relate, let me know in the comments. Here's that Vosteed Raccoon we were talking about. All right, so it's just a tad bit shorter than the Raccoon, but bigger than the Cryptid. Probably the same size as the CJRB Pyrite. Well, a tad bit smaller than the Pyrite, but somewhere in that vicinity. About the Wrap Model 1. And the Wrap Model 2. Yeah, more Wrap Model 2 territory for sure. All right, you guys be the judge right there. Here is the Demko AD 20.5. It's gonna be a tad bit larger of a knife, not by much though. And here is the Shark Cub, which is the smaller brother of the AD 20.5. So it is gonna be larger than the AD 20.5. It is gonna be larger than the Shark Cub, but smaller than the AD 20.5. And last but not least, here's your PM2 and of course the Para 3. Okay, so if anything, it comes a lot closer to the Para 3, even though a tad bit shorter, but not by much. Again, it's just to give you a ballpark idea where this guy lands. Keep in mind, guys, this is just a unboxing video, first impressions video. This is not a review. I just took this knife out of the box. I'm sharing with you what my first impressions are. Obviously, I'm gonna carry this knife for some time before I drop a comprehensive review. I'm gonna try to gather as much feedback as I possibly can, carrying this knife like a normal person, right? I'm not gonna do any extensive testing or anything like that. I'm just gonna carry it like I carry all my other knives, and you know, just cutting, you know, paper, cardboard, tape, you know, just everyday tasks, right? Get it? Pun intended. I'm gonna do some everyday tasks with my Kizer Task. Right, yeah, but nothing too crazy, but obviously, yes, I'm gonna try to compile as much feedback as possible, and then I'm gonna record a review video and drop that here in the channel. So again, this is just first impressions. Let's do a scientific paper cutting test. Got some everyday notebook paper with my chicken scratch from other review videos. All right, let's see how this guy does. Oh yes, right away. This thing is going right through the paper very, very well. Let's get some full slices. I tell you, it performs very much on par with that Kizer Cryptid we just looked at in the last video, and it can cut paper really, really well. Now, this is not a brand new knife out of the box. This one has seen some use as part of Lefty EDC knife pass around. So shout out to Kevin for the opportunity. And yeah, it can certainly do paper, right? What about some cardboard? I have an interesting one here. This is some everyday cardboard from a diaper box. There's a section here that's single wall, and there's a section here that's dual wall cardboard. So I'm going to cut through both. Keep in mind when cutting cardboard, don't cut perpendicular, but rather at an angle like this. And so, yeah, this thing is going to annihilate the cardboard. All right, so it can do the single wall cardboard just fine. Now it gets a little bit more challenging because you're doing twice the work. Yeah, so obviously, yes, there's more friction, but it's still gonna cut it just fine, right? It does require a bit more force, but it will still cut it without any issues. You guys be the judge right there. Rate it in the comments on a scale from 1 through 10. How sharp is this guy? How much of an edge has it retained? I mean, in my opinion, these are pretty sharp, honestly. The fact that they're holding such a good edge, even after use from other YouTubers, and still feels like, you know, the edge that it probably came with out of the box. I don't even want to imagine what sort of edge this thing came with out of the box, to tell you the truth. So yeah, very, very impressive performance right there. Again, this thing feels right at home in my hand. Love the forward choke option. Both of them have it, the Cryptid and the Task. Man, okay, this is gonna be an awesome time carrying both of these knives. Both of them are good. None of them better than the other because they're just both really solid. All right, it's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a really good experience. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I can already see it. Well, there you have it, guys. That is the Kizer Task, right? Awesome, awesome little knife. Again, this guy will be linked down below, as well as the Cryptid, and any other knife that you saw in this video as well will be linked down in the description if you want to check them out, or even if you're thinking of you're ready to purchase one. It does help the channel if you purchase a knife through those links, but that is entirely up to you, and also at no additional cost. Now, let me know if there's anything specifically that you want to know during the review. What kind of questions do you have? What concerns do you have? What do you want to know about this knife, right? If you're kind of in the fence or considering buying them, or even just for fun, right? What sort of questions are out there? Let me know in the comments. Let's have a discussion down there. Let's hang out in the comments, you guys. If you made it to this point, you guys are the real MVPs. I really appreciate each and every single one of you. Appreciate you guys checking out the videos, liking, subscribing. By the way, smash the like button if you haven't already. And if you're not yet subscribed, guys, this will be a great time to do so. I make knife content like this on a daily basis, and I promise you it'll be worth coming back for more. You will not be disappointed. And if you want to support the channel a step further, there's a link down there for Patreon, or you can simply support the channel right here on YouTube. You can become a member of the channel and you'll have access to exclusive perks. Guys, it's been a pleasure. Thank you for all your love and support. Check out the unboxing on the Cryptid if you haven't already. Another awesome knife, very similar in a lot of ways because these two came out at the same time. This one is a button lock versus the clutch lock on the Task. I'll put a video card for it right here so you guys can check it next. Take care, guys. Have a wonderful rest of your day. I really love and appreciate every single one of you. Take good care, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.